Question number 3a, we're told to work out in part 1, 4 plus 6 times 3 minus 5. Now you just got to remember that you can't add or subtract before you multiply or divide. It's the order of operations. It's, as you would remember it, BIDMAS or BODMAS. So you've got to do the multiplication bit first. So 4 stays as it is. You're going to add 6 times 3. What's 6 times 3? 18. And then you're going to take away 5. So 4 plus 18 is 22 minus 5, and then 22 minus 5 is your final answer. So 22, take away the 5, it's 17. Part 2, we are asked to work this one out. So 30 divided by 3 plus 2. So again, same reasoning here. You've got to do your order of operations. You've got to do 30 divided by whatever this is, because brackets comes before anything else. So 30 divided by 5, and 30 divided by 5 is 6. There's your answer, nice and simple. And then the third part, you've got an indices in here. So the second of the two things in BIDMAS or BODMAS, brackets, indices or brackets, other or order. Some people call it either of those things. You've got 1 plus 2 cubed, and 2 cubed is 8, because 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2. Let's write that out for you. And 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 again is 8. So if you weren't sure on that, that's what 2 cubed is, and 1 plus 8 is the final answer, and that's 9. Okay. Part B, you've got to round this number to 1 decimal place, and that means you're going to chop it off here, okay, in the first part of this question. So if you chop it off there, that means that you're looking at the second decimal place as the number to decide what you're going to do with this first decimal place, and that's a 4, so you're actually just going to leave it as it is. If it was 5 or higher, you'd round that up to 7, but it's not, so it stays exactly the same. So it's just 162.6, easy peasy. Second part, you got to round it to 2 significant figures, and understanding what 2 significant figures is, I'll just write out the number again because I've drawn on the other number there. So there's the original number. That's our first significant figure. That's our second significant figure, because they have value. But you've got to be careful really when it's when there's zeros. So if it was 0, 0, 2, they would not be significant figures. I know that wouldn't be written like that, but there's an example. So 1, 2, that's our third. So that's going to decide whether we round that up or not. And we don't, because again, it's not 5 or higher. So we're going to write down 1, 6, and then everything else becomes zeros. So it's going to be 160.000, which we don't have to write because they have no value. That 0 is important. The rest of the zeros aren't, because they come after the decimal place. And then in part C, you've got to estimate the value of this calculation here. And when it says estimate, that means make your life easy. Basically, you've got to round these numbers, again, just to 1 significant figure most of the time. So it's going to be 4 is the easiest thing to round that to, because 1 significant figure, 4 point nothing, multiplied by, and then you're going to round this to 1 significant figure again, so that's going to be 2, 0, so 4 times 20, and then this to 1 significant figure is going to be 10. So 4 times 20 is the calculation you do, so that's 80, and that divide that by 10, and then that is the answer of 8. So pretty simple once you've rounded those numbers to get the answer to the estimated value of this calculation. And that's it.